I want to talk about something because we don't have a lot of time, and I want to get to a serious topic. And maybe you've heard on the news, there have been 3 sexual assaults in the Lake Highlands area. It's a little close to home for me because I live real close to that area, and it got me thinking. You know, like yesterday, I was home after work. You know, I'm home alone, and they are literally in at least one of the cases breaking the door down and sexually assaulting this woman in her home. And so when Stuart and I were talking this morning, I said, you know, maybe we can share some tips of how to stay safe and things you should do. And a lot of them are like the no-duh things, you know. Keep the door locked when you're home. Keep the garage door shut when you're home. But
what do you do when he breaks the door down and he's standing there looking at you? What do you wish you had in your hand when he did that?
A can of hairspray.
A can of hairspray.
Mace.
They do say that the worst thing you can do is fight back against an assailant. And I disagree, Susie. I disagree. But when I was reading this morning, the experts say that, especially if they're armed, then you don't want to do that. But
so what are they saying that we should do? Should we call 911?
Do we have a graphic?
Well, what do you do? Just lie down?
Well, you know, and this scares me because I go on the Katy Trail by myself a lot to go for a run, and yesterday I was running and I had my earphones in, and all of a sudden, like, someone just comes around me really fast, and it startled me for a second, and I think, gosh, I'm so, you know, not even coherent as to what's going on around me because I'm like in my zone. And
do you have mace on your keys?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna get.
I just take my. But it's so. I think we're so naive because it's so crowded and it's so busy. And I ran into a friend of mine yesterday, and he said I was walking the other morning, and he said a woman was stretching, and all of a sudden this like homeless man came out of nowhere.
And that's right.
So it's just that's terrifying. It happens right here in our back door.
But you have to be situationally aware.
And it happens in your home.
See, that's the thing.
That's the thing. Here's some tips. They say, and like I said, a lot of these are you know, things that you already know, and maybe we don't do. They say to never rely on a chain latch for the door.
That's right.
Do not answer the door. If you look through the peephole, or like in my case, our front door is glass, and if it's somebody you don't recognize, do not answer the door.
And let me tell you, because we have kids, you've got to educate your children about that.
Yes.
Yesterday I told you all about a situation at our home. Someone came to the gate. You know, they knew my name. Is she home? No. They said they were from my hometown, and they went to a neighbor's house and rung her doorbell. And so I think you've got to educate your children on what to do. So this morning, I told the kids, do not answer the door for anyone unless you get approval first.
I had my mom yesterday. I looked out, and knocked on the door. I saw the top of the head. It was a young fella, and across the street was his partner. Okay, I didn't see any papers in their hand or anything, and I went, get the hell out of here.
They're like, don't go to the crazy lady's house. Let's hit the one next door.
I'm trying that next time.
Well, that's what you do.
You got to do what you got to do. Get a big dog. But anyway, my heart goes out to the families that are dealing with that, because that's scary. To be scared in your own home is a horrible thing. So hopefully they catch the other guys.